In the peaceful town of Whiskerfield, nestled between rolling hills and cobblestone lanes, stood a charming little bakery called the Cozy Whisk. It wasn't just any bakery. It was run by two very unusual bakers. One, a calm and careful white humanoid cat, always precise and thoughtful. The other, an enthusiastic orange humanoid cat, full of energy and joy. They acted just like humans and baked like pros, filling the town with the warm scent of fresh bread and sweet pastries every single day. One quiet afternoon at the goat farm, the orange humanoid cat suddenly leaped to his feet, his eyes glowing with excitement. "I have it," he shouted, paws in the air, an exploding cake, a dessert that blasts flavor. The white humanoid cat, sitting calmly at the table in his neat blue shirt, raised an eyebrow and tilted his head. "Exploding cake sounds risky," he replied cautiously, gripping his teacup a little tighter. The kitchen fell silent for a moment, one cat dreaming of frosting fireworks, the other imagining a disaster. "I found this stuff online, fizzy pop powder. Mix it with sugar and boom, flavors fly." The orange humanoid cat, dressed in a red hoodie and jeans, grinned excitedly as he grabbed the bowl. His eyes sparkled with enthusiasm. The white humanoid cat, wearing a blue apron over his white shirt and brown trousers, looked a little uncertain as he adjusted his apron and raised an eyebrow. "Are you sure it's safe?" he asked, glancing at the fizzy powder. The orange cat, not missing a beat, gave a thumbs up and replied, "Totally," with a wink, already stirring the mixture. As the bowl started to bubble and fizz, the kitchen filled with the vibrant colors of the magical concoction, leaving the white cat staring in awe at the bubbling brew. Over the next few days, the kitchen transformed into a chaotic science lab. White, ever the perfectionist, followed every step of the experiment with precise care. Meanwhile, Orange, with his playful spirit, threw caution to the wind. He added triple the powder, tossed marshmallows into the mix, and even danced around while stirring. "More fizz, more fun," he cheered, laughing as bubbles erupted from their concoction. White, shaking his head, muttered, "More trouble," as he watched the wild mess unfold, trying to keep things under control. The festival buzzed with energy, laughter echoing through the air. At the center of it all stood their proud invention, the Whisker Wowzer, gleaming, sparkling, and releasing the sweet scent of orange soda. The orange humanoid cat, eyes shining with excitement, leaned in and whispered, "This will be legendary." But the white humanoid cat, ever the cautious one, narrowed his eyes and muttered back, "Or a disaster." And so, the moment of truth began. In the heart of Whiskerfield, the town gathered for a grand reveal. Towering above the crowd stood the mayor, a tall, dignified stork in a top hat, stepping forward with flair. "Let's see this marvelous dessert," he declared with a flourish. The moment was thick with anticipation as the knife hovered over the cake. White, dressed neatly in his cream vest and brown trousers, held his breath, frozen with suspense. Across from him, Orange, in his cozy green turtleneck and navy pants, smiled wide, his eyes glowing with joy. The blade touched the cake, and time seemed to stand still. Boom! Suddenly, frosting blasted into the air like a sugary volcano. Whipped cream flew in all directions, splattering faces and fur. Sprinkles rained down like colorful confetti, coating the crowd in sweet sparkles. The chaos peaked as the mayor's hat launched through the sky and landed perfectly on a very confused squirrel. For a moment, there was silence. Wide eyes, frosting-covered faces frozen in surprise. Then, laughter erupted everywhere. Children giggled, adults chuckled, and even the white humanoid cat and the orange humanoid cat, both drenched in cream and sprinkles, burst into laughter. The party had truly begun, with a bang no one would ever forget. "What a show," chuckled the mayor, as he licked frosting off his feathers, clearly delighted. Children cheered all around, their laughter and excitement filling the air. Cameras flashed from every direction, capturing the unforgettable moment. And right at the heart of it all stood the stars of the day, our white humanoid cat in his crisp blue blazer and red bow tie, and the orange humanoid cat in his bright yellow shirt and green overalls. Their creation, the Whisker Wowzer, had taken the town by storm, an instant hit with everyone. Cheers echoed through the square as the celebration continued, marking a perfectly unforgettable success. Back at the Cozy Whisk, the kitchen had finally fallen silent. The pots were still, the air filled only with the soft hum of the fridge. The white humanoid cat wiped his paws on his apron and muttered, "We're lucky no one flew to the moon." A small chuckle came from the corner, where the orange humanoid cat sat comfortably on a stool, sipping a tall glass of milk. He gave a slow, satisfied grin. "Told you it'd be fun," he said, his tail flicking with pride. And for a brief moment, everything was peaceful. Just two friends, a quiet kitchen, and the afterglow of a wild, wonderful day. "Next time," White said with a firm voice, crossing their arms in the middle of a chaotic kitchen, "we stick to normal recipes." Orange, standing proudly beside a bowl of glittery mess, just grinned and replied, "Of course, unless I find glitter marshmallows." White sighed deeply, looking around at the sparkly disaster their kitchen had become. But then, despite everything, both cats looked at each other, smiled, and said in unison, "Recipe for disaster." And they both burst into laughter, surrounded by a whirlwind of marshmallows, glitter, and the joy of yet another kitchen adventure gone hilariously wrong. Please like and share this video and subscribe this channel for more. Thanks for watching.